Teaching overseas is an exciting prospect and can open the door to both enriching cultural experiences and opportunities that will enhance your career as an educator. It can also be financially rewarding depending on the region you move to and your level of experience. However, it is important to understand the various factors you need to consider regarding an overseas salary and package, particularly when comparing the salary you could earn abroad in relation to what you earn in your native country. So for example, a British teacher in the UAE may earn 9,000 AED, which is approximately £1,500 per month, compared to £2,500 in the UK. Looking at these two numbers in isolation, you may wonder what people mean when they talk about the saving potential of teaching overseas. Well, in this video we are going to show you how to review an international teaching salary from a different and more useful perspective. We're going to compare an example UK and UAE salary, but we would encourage you to do your own calculations for your own circumstances and relative currencies. So let's say you're a teacher in the UK and you earn £2,500 a month. You would pay approximately £665 in tax. Your rent or mortgage may be around £500, certainly more if you live in London, and let's assume a council tax of £75 and utilities of £50. So at the end of the month you're left with £1,210. Now let's look at an example international salary of say £1,500. Again, £1,500 versus £2,500 doesn't look very enticing. So let's work it through, where you don't pay any tax or rent, and you don't pay any council tax, and you pay no utilities, so at the end of the month you are left with, say, around £1,500. It's starting now to look more attractive than the UK salary. Then if you account for the cost of living, the same amount, £1,500, has a buying power of around £2,400 in a country such as Cairo or Chengdu, China, compared to the UK or £1,900 in the UAE. Plus, most international contracts offer an end of contract bonus, which we haven't even factored in here. Some important considerations. If you have financial commitments, such as a mortgage in your home country, it is important to consider whether a local salary in a foreign country will provide sufficient income to cover these ongoing payments. Most international schools will provide benefits packages that include furnished accommodation, so you will not need to factor in housing to your costs whilst overseas. However, this is accounted for in your net salary, so there will not usually be enough left to cover the cost of a property back home. For this reason, it is imperative that you calculate these costs before moving and ensure they are covered, perhaps by letting for the duration of your overseas post. In the same way as any profession, those starting out will earn smaller salaries. However, if you have no financial commitments, you can still earn enough to save, especially in tax-free regions such as the Middle East, and low-tax regions in the Far East and Southeast Asia. Those with more experience will obviously attract higher salaries. However, it is still important to bear in mind the local living costs. So, for example, whilst international schools in countries such as Hong Kong, Dubai and Singapore will offer competitive packages, they can also be more expensive. This also depends on the lifestyle you choose to live. If you eat and drink in local restaurants and cafes rather than global chains, you will find your bank balance looks significantly healthier. For more advice on which regions will best suit your circumstances and allow you the chance to reach your full earning potential as a qualified teacher, get in touch with your local Edvectus consultant. The whole team have first-hand experience of living and working abroad, and we would love to share this knowledge with you.